Nice fake o'clock shadow.
It's a summer balayage from the French. It's meant to mimic the natural highlights of the sun.
It's a toupee.
It's a hair system.
I love your hair system, Wade.
Thank you.
I just want to say that it is pretty effing crazy. I did a set visit on Iron Man back, back in the day, the first one. And I remember you talking about, the dream, the first 3 Marvel movies needed to make money or it was game over for the entire company. And where you are now. It's incredible.
It is. It's incredible. We've been together that long, Steve. Wow.
The fact that I'm still doing this.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I could say on camera so many stories from those early set visits. But I got a lot of questions.
Good.
A lot of people are wondering with the Deadpool panel Thursday night at Comic-Con and Hall H, is there any possibility you would screen the entire film that night?
This is a Hall H panel called The Celebration of Life. Why is it called The Celebration of Life, you ask? Because Ryan thought it'd be weird. It'd be funny. It is the opening day. We think people have their tickets to go see the movie, and we wanted to acknowledge that fact and bring and Deadpool was not going to be a part of our Saturday panel, so we wanted to have this extra panel so people could see the cast before they go see the movie.
Every Marvel movie obviously has spoilers in it, and some are larger than others. How would you rank Deadpool Wolverine in terms of the level of stuff that's going to happen that might affect the MCU, spoilers versus some of the other Marvel movies?
I don't know, Steve. I don't know what the criteria is or what the levels are that you're talking about. I will say there's lots of stuff that happens in it. The most important things that happen in it happen between the characters. And that's what the whole movie's about.
Sure.
Is that emotional journey between the two of them and some friends they meet along the way.
Cassandra is a character that many people have been waiting to see.
Yes.
And I'm curious, because Cassandra could be a Thanos-level character in terms of power. What is that character's power level, if you will, compared to some of the other characters?
She is extremely powerful. And when we meet her in this movie, I'm not sure she's ever encountered anybody that she couldn't swat away. She, as you say, is very, very powerful.
The future of Ryan and Hugh in the MCU, is there any sort of talk about, do you even know what might happen with them in the future? Or is it sort of let's get through this and then?
It's definitely let's get through this, but as we sit here talking, and the movie comes out in a week, and the movie's been finished for a couple of weeks, there's certainly been a lot of discussions of that was fun. What should we do next?
Werewolf by Night and the Guardians special. I loved these special presentations.
Yes.
And all the fans did as well.
Yes.
What do we need to do to get more special presentations?
There will be more. You just have to wait.
Sure. Are you actually actively in development on one right now?
Yes.
More than one?
Just one right now.
Is it next year?
No.
Okay, so it's something in the future.
Yes.
Okay. Something I'd heard a rumor about for a long time and I've been waiting to ask you. I had heard a lot of the contracts on Fox characters with Marvel expired in 2025. And that was one of the reasons why we were waiting a little while to get mutants and other characters. Is there any truth to that, or has it just been...
The actor contracts? What do you mean?
No, producer contracts. I'd heard a lot of people were sort of attached to things, and 2025 is when contracts sort of expire.
No, I don't even know all the contracts. I mean, there are people who are attached for much longer than 2025 and will be a part of them, but I don't think that was any magic year.
One of the things the last few years has seen... What have the last few years done to impact Marvel's future in terms of how have plans changed as a result of the last few years, or have they not changed and everything is still status the way it was?
I think they've changed. The release cadence has changed because of the pandemic and because of the strike. Deadpool and Wolverine being our only movie this year was never initially the plan. I think that ended up working out pretty well, and I think I like the notion of all of this attention on one movie, and a movie that's going to be able to carry that attention because it's quite good. And it's always been, I've said that, building a fictional narrative, whether it's been in the comics over 85 years or in the MCU over the last 16, 17 years, is a living, breathing, evolving thing. And I love the idea that people think we have a plan that is set in granite and then we just follow it. We have a plan that's set in sand and then we modify it.
So at this point right now, how far in the future, do you have the next 4 years figured out, or is it still very much we're figuring it out?
We have our hopes and dreams for the next 5 years figured out, and we will adapt as reality adapts us. But with the X-Men, and with the Fantastic Four and with all those thousands of characters we got from Fox, that really did help us chart out with excitement and enthusiasm, decades of potential and blue sky ideas of what we could do. And the response to X-Men 97, which the Marvel animation team did such a great job on, only reinvigorated us to say the X-Men soap opera has been done very well in certain movies in the past, but we really think is an untapped reservoir of amazing emotional story.
One of the things that I am curious about, and I know this is a long shot, but James Gunn's at DC. You guys are obviously very good friends. The dream for a lot of people is wondering, will DC and Marvel ever do something together? Is that even something that you are thinking about, or are you like, there is no chance?
I mean, I think about it occasionally like any fan would think about it. There's... I don't know when in the heck that would ever happen or how that would happen. But we've been talking too long for me to go, never. We'd never be able to do that. We'll never say never. But no plans, right? I've seen the paparazzi shots of the Superman set looking cool. So he's focusing on that. We're focusing on ours.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are most likely doing Secret Wars as, Actually, I'm curious. So the next Avengers movie was called The King Dynasty. Is there any chance that that's changing to a 2-part Secret Wars movie?
There is a chance. There are a lot of chances. There's a chance that we change it to a 5-part. No.
I was like, wait, what? It's like, it's not happening.
Anything's possible.
Right. Well, I am curious, though, if that title is going to change and it might be a 2-part Secret Wars.
It's, if there were an event coming up soon where we could talk about these kind of things, that would be good. That would be cool.
I have to wrap. So you're trying to say to me that at Hall H on Comic-Con Saturday night at 6 o'clock, there could be the chance of a new announcement on an Avengers movie being called something other than the Kang Dynasty.
There's always a chance, Steve. We'll really be focusing on the next movies coming up there.
There's a lot of cool versions of Deadpool in Deadpool Wolverine. What is your personal favorite version of Deadpool in the film?
It's Deadpool Prime. Ryan Reynolds' main Deadpool is my favorite. They all look very cool. Headpool in particular is ridiculous and looks awesome.